Good morning, everybody. From our first full day here on the Diamond Princess, we find ourselves in the Princess Theater. They're doing a little spiel.
We're doing a cruise port talk.
Yes, on Nagasaki and Busan. Those are our next two ports of call.
Oh, it's actually called Enrichment Destination Lecture.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Starting at 9 o'clock. So tomorrow, being our first port day, is in, like I said, Nagasaki. We'll be there from 9 a.m. to 5:30. So not super early, but you know what we're kind of interested in seeing how this is going to be done is essentially when we get back on the ship in Nagasaki, we have to go through immigration or customs, and then we have to do that in Busan, and then we have to do that again when we come back into Japan. So
I guess that is like good that we decided to come to this though, because I'm hoping they'll talk about that.
Yeah, I have no idea. So I haven't seen a lot of other creators really talk about it, so we're going to try and share kind of what that whole process is.
And then hopefully we can make it to trivia right after this.
Your chopsticks. I found this out years ago. I licked the end of my chopsticks and everybody at the table just turned their heads and stared at me, so I knew what I did. Now, you have sauces normally with all your different meals. They do not normally in Japan pour the sauce onto a meal. Equally once more, most people will clap once more. And what happens many of the times, there'll be a shaker-rope. It's much different than most religions. In most religions, you go in, you have to be revered for silence.
Oh man, there's so many knowledgeable, wise adults on this ship. We're gonna do so poorly.
Yeah,
compared.
It's time for our first trivia of.
Can we make friends?
Of the Princess Cruise.
Anybody want to be friends with us?
We're too young.
Younglings.
Why would they be friends with us? We don't know anything. We're too young. We're not wise.
Unless it's like a millennial trivia.
So before we get kicked off here with trivia on our sea day, I do want to mention something that what's really nice about most cruise lines now with their apps that they use is you can check your folio in real time to see if there are any charges or whatever to keep track of your spending. And for Taylor and I, we basically pre-purchase all of our excursions before we got on the cruise.
We pre-purchased like everything for this cruise, so
Yes.
we really don't. We shouldn't have many charges at all.
Right. We were hoping to be on the ship and not spend any money because everything is taken care of. Right. Drink package, food,
Wi-Fi. Gratuities.
We are going to pay for a specialty dining at the
Brazilian steakhouse.
The Brazilian steakhouse. But aside from that, but I wanted to just get on and check our portfolio this morning just to see. And I was actually surprised to find that we had a charge of $284.90, which I was like, that's really strange. And it was from shore excursions, which was also strange because we didn't book anything on the ship. We booked everything before the cruise. What's interesting about Princess is that if there are shore excursions that are full, they open up what's called a wait list. And you can be asked, or you're not asked, but you can ask to join that wait list.
If there's availability on the wait list.
If they make it available to you to do so. So we did do that for a few excursions, but we didn't really hear anything about it. We did have one, I think, that popped up. And the thing that happens is that if you are on that wait list, you have to get on and pay that within like 48 hours, I think, or something like that. We didn't really see anything come through. We didn't end up paying for anything after joining those wait lists. Sure enough, we got on the ship and
we had the charge.
So be aware of that. With Princess, I guess sometimes if you are joining a wait list, you will still get charged later on for those excursions. It's not a huge deal. It's actually for a port where we were just going to kind of walk around and do a few things on our own. So it does kind of work out.
Now we have an excursion that includes lunch.
Yeah, and it's an all-day thing. So
it's very long.
Something to add to the videos. But I just want to point that out. Like, keep that in mind. You know, don't get like crazy upset or frustrated. You know, because we could still cancel it if we wanted to, as long as it's like 24 hours in advance.
Correct of the acronym. So try it. If you don't know all of them, if you don't remember all of them, try what you know. You will still get few points. International Standard Ballroom, that very elegant dress. The very elegant, not the one that they are showing all the skin. 20 or more, 22 or more, 23 or more, 24 or more, 25 or more, 26 or more. How many points?
Well, they were supposed to do a beanbag toss challenge with like the officers, but I guess now they're doing giant tower tumble because they can't use the technical name, I guess, for copyright. Should be fun. Taylor's going to participate because I was going to stand up there and watch and record, but she's like, we should go, and I said, okay, I'll record and you can play.
Good morning, Diamond Princess. Hola! A very warm welcome, everybody, to our beautiful Grand Piazza. This is Officers versus Guests, Topple the Giant Tower.
はい、今から、オフィサーズ&ゲストの対決でジャンガけん玉ジャンガの大会を開催します。
There goes Taylor.
参加したい方いらっしゃい
Taylor's
ま
gonna
した
be
ら
first.
One officer on this side, one guest on that side. You will challenge with Kendama. Let's go. The first one to make it is safe. The other one has to pull out a brick.
もしこちらのゲスト
Hey, let's count it together. 3, 2, 1, go. On your hands.
片手だけでチャレンジしてください。
Stefan, our Goldgell General Manager, is safe. So, guest, you have to pull out a brick.
はい、ただいまオフィサーズチームが成功したのでゲストチームがジャンガを抜きます。
Next officer, next test.
Does it go on
次
top?
の
Very good, very good.
オフィサーズが
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
It's not easy.
You can't swing it around. You got to get it to go straight up so it'll land. I was watching other people do it.
All right, everybody, we just finished our podcast. It's our first one from this cruise. We're going to do another one on our second and last day, which will be a sea day. And we haven't even gotten to explore this whole area yet. So that was just in Skywalker's Lounge, but we're up here at the back of the ship.
Yeah, we did.
Behind me is the sports court. So there's a couple people in there, I think, playing pickleball.
I make my move,
Yeah,
and you're free to check the king.
I don't think your mic's on.
It's not. That's why I got closer to you.
Yeah. So back here at the back of the ship, I feel okay kind of recording this. There's not a lot of people out here, and you won't really be able to see the people down there at the pool. This is the whole back area of the ship. This very large hot tub looking here spot in the middle is for the Japanese thermal suite. So we can't go in there and use it, even though it looks like it's open to the public. It is reserved for guests who have paid for that. But there is a pool down here. It's not really being utilized. There are some people hanging out, but we do have two very clean. I mean, look how crystal clear that water looks in the hot tub. Same with this one over here. I think I feel them calling my name. What a beautiful day. I love this. I love seeing the wake. Taylor, where you're at? Oh, you don't have a mic on still. So we are going to get some ice cream. It's our first ice cream of the cruise. I'm hoping that they get some other flavors besides chocolate and vanilla. Those are my least favorites.
Would you judge me if I got a premium dessert?
Go for it if you want. It's included. You get two a day. Oh, this is also where the juice bar is at.
Oh, I was wondering
So
where
we
it
can.
was.
So I can also get a juice because they're included in our Princess Plus package. There's the cleanser. You need to go to the bathroom. The cleanser.
I'm just gonna get a
Go ahead.
chocolate cone.
So here are the premium desserts. Chocolate, please. Thank you. Do the flavors change later in the week, or is it always? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Let's take a selfie in front of the giant ice cream cone.
Okay, hurry up, it's gonna melt. It stays vanilla, chocolate, and twist all week long, or all
that's
sailing
good.
long. So good for Taylor, not for me. I prefer.
This is tasty though.
I prefer strawberry, fake strawberry.
Ugh.
One thing that they offer on sea days is tea time, and we wanted to try this out. We had heard some pretty good things about it, but one thing that I will mention is like, don't expect this to be, white glove type of tea time stuff. This is really a more casual setting for you to just kind of come in and relax. Now, you cannot sit if you're like a party of two, which is, what Taylor and I are, we don't get our own table. Essentially what they're doing here is they're trying to fill the dining room with as many people as possible. They want to try and get as many people in here as they can. But it is worth noting here that the selection of teas is pretty limited. And, the sandwiches that you're also going to get are also kind of limited. So they don't really give you this, seating with food at the table. They have servers that come around and they'll give you one piece at a time. So you will be sitting with other people. Luckily, we got seated with some really great people. They were great to talk to. But, tea time was fun, but something we weren't going to do again.
Okay, so after finishing up some afternoon tea, we have got changed. We're going to have a walk to my face. So you can see Taylor's got her white dress on.
Yes.
We got my little jacket on. It's formal night. So here on Princess, they, I believe, traditionally have their formal nights on the sea days, and we only have 2 sea days. So this first sea day is a formal night for us. We're going to go out and check out the pouring of the champagne.
Yeah, champagne waterfall.
Champagne waterfall. But first, Taylor has to tackle another trivia. So this is our second one of the cruise. It's our second one today. We did terrible.
Now that's gonna go.
We did terrible earlier today, and we're probably going to do terrible again.
It's general knowledge too, so it's always so challenging.
It is really tough.
Question 18. Which country originated the sport of curling? Which birds
embarrassing.
cannot move their eyes? All
Taylor,
of your correct answers
how did you
for
do?
me,
Don't look
and
at
then
me.
we will find
What
out
did we
who
get?
our winners are going to be
Did we get
this
17
afternoon.
out of 20?
We did really bad.
Did we get 10 out of 20? Did we get 8 out of 20?
No, we didn't. We got 7.
Okay, so Taylor and I are at the Good Spirits Bar. And at the Good Spirits Bar, every day at 5 o'clock, they do a special kind of like cocktail seminar that you can, kind of like check out. Thank you. That you can check out and see. So we were here yesterday, which was pretty cool to see.
We made this one yesterday.
Yes,
and
the
this
Vanilla
one.
Sky, yeah, and the Bangkok Mule. So, wow.
So they drink it in the evening, nights, morning, every day. They don't have a that. And the easy thing, because of the gin, is wherever you put inside, it changes the flavor. You're gonna rub it like this in glass. It's already
Look at your little
in
cocktail.
here.
Oh, yeah.
To take a little bit of the juices of the lime and the oils again. So first the tonic, next the gin. When you pour first the tonic and next the gin is going to mix by itself. I don't need to mix it, so you don't lose the levels. The ingredient you need is spirit. To be a gin, you need one specific type of grape, or in this case, berry. Ginger berry. I'm gonna press it, take the oils, and in this case, you're gonna use grape, like in the gin tonic Ultima from Barcelona. The recipe is gonna be in the television right now.
Good.
Very good. Please welcome all the way from Portugal, Louis!
So this pouring of the champagne here was a really cool celebration, something that they do, I believe, on every sailing. And we thought that they were just going to continue pouring the champagne. But actually, what is also kind of cool is that you can go up here and get a photo pouring the champagne, not necessarily by yourself. The officer here actually stands up there with the guests, and they, you hold it and they take a photo. There's a photographer down here. So it is kind of nice. The line did get very, very long, and they go basically until they either run out of champagne bottles or maybe they have sufficiently filled all of the glasses. So If you're interested in doing that, I would suggest maybe getting there a little bit earlier, just so that you're not stuck waiting in that line for a super long time. But it is cool, you can get a photo doing this.
So today we are going to be using the tram system in Nagasaki. It's like icy.